Hi there, this is Nicole DeBoer, also known as Lieutenant Ezri Dax from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And welcome to Star Trek Fleet Command.
Fancy intro music, yeah! Woo!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and I apologize for this video getting out so late. It has just been a heck of a day. It has, and this is in the background for a reason. Now, be warned, we're not spending all day complaining about the rare ticket event. We're not. Do I believe it should be complained about? Yes, I do think there's things to be complained about, and that's fine. In fact, because y'all have expressed frustration about this event, I actually have a meeting with the devs about this type of stuff later. Let's talk about what it is. Number one, there was not a lot of communication. This is not replacing the ticket system. There's already the same tickets that you get for free. They give you out the resources. Those are still coming. This was meant to be a secondary or an optional, and they wanted to really emphasize the word optional ticket system to where you could really go after these refresh tokens, putting a lot of value on that. Some people liked it, some people don't. I think we can all agree that it had one kind of goal, and that was it's definitely a pay to participate type of event. Now, I had a great conversation with devs about this, providing feedback. Aries did a great job providing feedback in the official Discord, etc. They're open to feedback and they want to hear more and they want to find ways to make this better in the future. My big point was it's okay to have pay to progress, but not pay to play. So anyway, that's what happened with that. Now let's get into better subjects in terms of things that I can actually help you with the game that isn't the rare tickets, because I'm not letting the rare ticket thing ruin what has been a fantastic start to the arc and a fantastic start to this month, because we've got this, the latest update to the Officer Tool 1.4. And I am telling you, this is my favorite update to this point. I absolutely love it for several reasons. Now, there has been some fun troubleshooting and everything that we've got to go through. Stewie deserves a huge round of applause for getting this together, because even though this was an idea that I had, he's the one that made it work. So there's a lot of other things we have coming down the pipe, but if you don't have this already, this is going to greatly improve your play style. It's an Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets. We have both versions, eventually, hopefully working towards a web app version, but we'll get there when we get there. But this is phenomenal, and let me show you some of the new features that we have, as well as some of the stuff that will cover maybe the basics towards the end of the video. The biggest new feature is the all docs function. Now you're going in your head, what the heck does all docs mean? It is another tab in the spreadsheet, and what you'll be able to do, you see I've kind of started off here already, is instead of having in the game, you know, in the game where you have to actually click on everything and have to go to manage, and then if you really want to do the whole officer assignment, you got to kick everybody off the ship and have nobody doing anything, nobody on away missions, etc. Isn't that terrible to try to navigate through this? Well, now you can go ahead and pre-set up everything that you need in your spreadsheet so you know where everything needs to go. So right now you see I've got my dock. Dock A is the USS Enterprise. Dock B is the ISS Jelly. Then I've got the Augur with my Pipe Monroe Chin, because my Dock C operates as my general anti-hostile loadout. So I've got to set aside, and then I can say, hey, Dock E and Dock E are going to be mining docks. If you've got 4 docks, obviously only use 4 docks. And on the right side, it's going to have the level of your officers where they're at. You can then sort by things like rank. You can sort by attack. So you hear me talk about all the time that you need to run attack as a primary thing, that we want to get to that 300% bonus for some ships. Well, this is going to help you do that. Now that I can load out my docks, I can say, hey, this Dock B with my ISS Jelly, I haven't determined a sidecar character, but let's put Khan on there. So now I've got Khan. You see I've got a synergy there with my bridge officers that it shows. One fun thing here is this is the bonus ability for the officer that you have with 7 of 10. So this would actually be flipped, 5 of 10, 7 of 10, and Khan, but just for purposes here, you see what I'm doing. And then my ISS Jelly being tier 2 can only fit 1 officer. So I know to put 1 officer here. I'm focusing on an attack officer, and then, hey, Crass is free, so I'm going to put Crass. Now it'll automatically read who you have free and who's already taken. So you see now I've got Nero, Bones, Carol, Kang, Marcus, Ahura, Chang at the top, and you'll see they're not sorted at the top of my list. Now I could go down here and try to manually insert that if I wanted to, but the doc registers what you have in and what you don't have in based on the roster list. So now you have a way to build out your docs for your ships, whether it's a Hegtai or whether it is a Fendra. You can build them all out with the docs tool instead of now having to go through the very cumbersome and troublesome process. And you see, like, I just switched to a Hegtai. Yay, I actually got a Hegtai now. Yay! Except I don't. But now instead of having to go through the very difficult process of emptying all your docs in game, now you can organize them by what your account looks like here in the system and then have it set up ready to go, saying, hey, these are the officers that need to go here, here, and here. And this is also going to help make things a little bit easier for those away missions, because now you can set aside some officers that need to go there, and maybe we'll have updates concerning that in the future. So to go back to our rosters tab, just to remind you, there are some new things in here. For example, we've got all the new officer bonuses that can be applied here, especially like the sync crew away. Now, a cool feature that's been worked on, and that Stewie did a great job of coding together, is that you look at these new bonuses, the game will, or I'm sorry, the spreadsheet will recognize officers that have those bonuses. So for example, if you did have a 10% bonus here, it will not actually apply it in the system unless that officer has it on the bridge. So if you had a sync crew away bonus, it will only apply it when it actually registers those officers on the bridge. So those officers will get the bonus, and that will show up here underneath, but it will not affect yours actually on the list. So that's a really nice thing. So you see right here, I've got 7 of 10 up at the top. If I add an officer right now, here, so 7 of 10, you see it goes to 600. But if I add an officer like 0718, it's not actually applying that to the below decks, only to the top. So it's actually been segmented to help, recognize the correct functions and the correct bonuses that need to be applied wherever they need to be. I think that's a great tool and a great feature. Another thing to really point out are the ways that you can filter and search. I think that is really fun. Even though spreadsheets are not necessarily the things that we think about being fun, I think it's very useful. So for example, if I go to Captain right here, and then I open up this list, I'm going to hit clear, and then I'm just going to type in Federation and spell it right. And then I'm going to hit enter, and then OK. And then it will pull up the officers that actually mention Federation as an ability. Then I can simply go to clear, select all, get all my officers back. Really handy. So there's ways to them sort. You can then even go to your level here. So if you're putting in your officers and you have some that need to be updated, you can come in here and sort by color, text color, sort by red. And now here are all the officers that aren't leveled up all the way. So like I have a tier 5 cadet Scotty that's level 15. So when domination comes around, I know I need to level up my Scotty right now to finish out my domination. And that's a handy new sorting feature and things that we have here. This one was actually recognized by one of the players that we have, one of the users of the document. So shout out to them for getting that sorted. But we'll undo that real quick. I like it. I like it a lot. The docs is the one I'm honestly the most excited about. There's a lot of cool features in here. Obviously, you can do the sorting by burning and morale. We can see that with the yes and no's on each side of that. The fact that we've also got the docs in here now, this is my favorite thing. This is going to be the most useful tool for me loading out 5 docs. I can't get over how useful this is for me. I have struggled so long to properly put officers, and this is now I've basically got a PvP doc, a PvP doc, a PvE doc, a mining doc, and a mining doc. I can even make 1 miner doc and have 2 PvE docs or 3 PvP docs. This allows me to set and strategize and test out where my officers can go efficiently across all my docs without having to go through the annoying process of emptying them all out and then manually going one by one through each ship, loading it out. So this is the newest, most updated feature. And guess what? If you need access to it, link is going to be in the comment section below, pinned at the top. Also, if you have ideas or feedback, make sure you join the Discord and hit us up so that we can make this thing better. I got to give a shout out to everybody who helps contribute to this, which of course is Stewie Doo, the main Excel nerd. Lube, who's a great moderator and helps with the organization and then also sometimes testing. Not really testing, but sometimes he can't really help with the testing side of things. Then we've got Hugo, we've got Ultimate DJ, Ripper, Harley, Hal is very helpful. So we have a lot of great people putting this together to make the game easier for you. So if you need this, down below, it's going to really improve it. I promise you. I know spreadsheets might seem daunting, but it's really easy to set up and get going. Love y'all. Live long and prosper. Stay safe out there, Space Cowboys. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye. Awkward clicking.
Remember, Spock doesn't go on the Enterprise. Live long and prosper. All the best.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.